Nicole. I hope you had an amazing week. After I made that back to school video last week, I started to get so nostalgic and think about all of these fun childhood memories of going back to school and the crafts and the fall and the pumpkins and everything, and it made me sad but happy at the same time because it was just such a good time in life. One thing it made me think of, I forgot how much I loved lunchtime at school. Like, aside from recess, lunchtime was my favorite part of school because either my mom or my sister would make my lunch, and it was always so exciting to like open my lunchbox and see what they made me. One thing I could always count on was half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That was my jam, no pun intended. In elementary school and middle school, and actually even through high school, I loved peanut butter and jelly. Anybody else? I mean, there is something so good about the simplicity of bread with peanut butter and jelly. And I mean, I go intense with my peanut butter and jellies. I make the best peanut butter and jellies in my opinion. If you've never had a peanut butter and jelly made by me, you need to order one. What am I doing? Now I'm selling peanut butter and jellies? Just kidding, don't order one. But I would love to make you peanut butter and jelly one time because I'm a pro. I am the type of person that like, I don't skimp out on the peanut butter or the jelly because I believe you need to have two thick walls, that's right, peanut butter on both sides of the bread. And then if your jelly is not dripping out of your sandwich, you're doing it all wrong. Like, my peanut butter and jellies are like explosion bombs of goodness, and it should be like all over your hands and face. It's amazing. I never really was a big fan of crunchy peanut butter growing up. I was not really into that. I do like crunchy peanut butter now, but the OG peanut butter and jelly sandwich is like nice, creamy peanut butter like Jif or Justin's honey peanut butter are so good. And then if we're getting really bougie, homemade fresh strawberry jelly. My grandma makes the best strawberry jelly, and when they put it on my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I could have just died and gone to heaven. Like, it's so good. So I'm doing a poll right now. Are you a creamy or crunchy peanut butter fan? Cast your vote in this poll, or if it's on this side of the screen, I don't know where it's at, but cast your vote and we'll see which one wins, creamy or crunchy. Anyway, you're probably wondering, what in the world are you talking about? Why are we talking about peanut butter and jelly? Where is this video going? We're getting there. So as I was thinking about all these things and about lunchtime and about peanut butter and jelly, I was like, who says peanut butter and jelly is just for kids? I should make a video on different ways to jazz up your PB&J, because here's the thing, adults love PB&J too, and I came up with 5 different ways to sophisticate your PB&J, and I'm so stinking excited about it. Do you know what time it is? So anyways, I thought it might be fun to show you 5 different ways to jazz up your PB&J and take you into my kitchen and give you a little tutorial on how to do those things. Does that sound okay? Okay, cool, here we go. Okay, the first one I'm gonna show you is super fun. It's called PB&J Sushi. I think I saw this on a BuzzFeed or a Tasty video a couple weeks ago. You basically take one piece of bread and you use a rolling pin, or if you don't have a rolling pin like me, you can use a can, and roll out the bread until it's nice and compact and flat. And then you're going to put a little bit of peanut butter on, a little bit of jelly, and then you're gonna take a banana and cut it to the same size as the piece of bread long ways. And then you're gonna roll up the banana in the peanut butter and jelly. So I discovered that the type of bread I got, one piece of bread would not be long enough to wrap around the whole banana. So I actually used 2 pieces of bread. So if that happens to you, it's no big deal. Just roll out a second piece of bread and then use peanut butter to kind of glue it together, and then roll it all up as one piece. Once it's all rolled up into a tube, you're gonna cut little slices, and then you have peanut butter and jelly and banana sushi. The second way is probably my favorite way right now. I literally do this multiple times a week, if not once a day. It's super easy, super yummy, and it's a really good healthy snack. Take a rice cake, spread peanut butter on it or almond butter, whatever is your favorite, and then plop like 6 or 7 raspberries on the top and smash it with a fork. As you keep smashing the raspberries, it's gonna kind of get a jelly-like consistency, which actually is like a super cool and healthy alternative for jelly if you don't wanna buy regular jelly with all the sugar and the preservatives in it. It's super good and you seriously can't even taste the difference. Then you have a peanut butter and jelly rice cake. Option number 3 is sprinkles. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's so fun, so hear me out. You're gonna make a classic peanut butter and jelly. So 2 pieces of bread, peanut butter on both sides, jelly in the middle, but before you close it up, sprinkle some sprinkles on there because you can't taste them and it just makes it more colorful and more fun. I know it's weird, but trust me, try it and you'll love it. Okay, the next PB&J is really fun. We're actually gonna sub out the bread for an apple. So take a large apple. I used a Honeycrisp because Honeycrisp apples are the best. And then holding it sideways, cut off the top and the bottom so you just have the middle section, and then you're gonna cut that part of the apple in half. So you should have two like circles of apple. And then you can punch out the core either using a core or like a small cookie cutter. I didn't have either of those, so I just cut out like a square with my knife and then punch out the core so that you have two almost little like apple donuts. Then you're just gonna make a PB&J. So you're gonna put peanut butter on one side of the apple with the jelly, peanut butter on the other side of the apple, and then close it up and you have like a peanut butter and jelly apple sandwich. I actually just thought of this one night right before I was going to bed. I never tried it before, and it was actually really, really good. You kind of have to be careful when you're coring out the middle though to make sure that it doesn't break. Mine kind of broke on me, but if that happens, it truly doesn't matter because you're just stacking it together and then you're eating it. So I would just use peanut butter to like glue it back together and then put them together to make the sandwich. Okay, now for the grand finale. Can I have a drum roll, please? The last way to jazz up your PB&J is peanut butter and jelly crispy French toast. Yes. Okay, this recipe, you guys, I just completely made it up. I had no idea if it was gonna work. I had this idea in my head of what I wanted it to be, but I had never tried it before. I'd never seen anybody do it. I seriously made this up and it worked. It's so good, it's so yummy, and I am excited to show you how to make it. So what you're gonna do is make a classic PB&J. 2 pieces of bread, peanut butter on both sides, jelly in the middle, put it together as a sandwich. Boom, done. Now, in a shallow baking dish, you're going to crack, I don't know, depending on how many you're making, you can kind of like mess around with this, but I did 2 eggs, then added a little bit of milk and some cinnamon. Just like the standard like egg wash for French toast. You can add sugar if you want it to be a little sweeter. I didn't, but just whisk all of that together. And then you're gonna take your PB&J and put it in the egg wash, and you're gonna let it soak on each side for just a few minutes, flip it over, get the other side, make sure it's nice and covered in the cinnamon egg. And then you're gonna get some type of rice cereal, like Rice Krispies. I use like an organic type of cinnamon Rice Krispies, and put it on a plate, put all the cereal out on a plate. And then you're gonna take your egg covered sandwich and you're gonna dunk it or like set it on the plate of the Rice Krispies and coat it in the Rice Krispies, okay? So now your French toast or your peanut butter and jelly should be covered in egg wash with Rice Krispies all over the outside. Next is heat some butter or coconut oil over a frying pan until it's really hot, and then put your peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the skillet. Then it's gonna start to cook, and you're gonna cook it on each side for a couple minutes, just kind of test it out to see whenever it's done. But when it is done, you guys, dig in because it's out of this world. It's so good. The peanut butter gets like nice and gooey on the inside. It's got like the little bit of sweetness from the fruit, and then it's cinnamony, it's crispy because it's like fried Krispies on the outside. None of this is probably making any sense, but it's delicious and you should try it. And I feel like this would be such a fun recipe to do for a brunch or something. There you go, that's my innovative, creative recipe for the week. Comment down below which of these recipes you wanna try or which one you think sounds the best. Or if there's another crazy, innovative way that you have your PB&J, let me know too, because I'm constantly like trying to find cool new ways to eat peanut butter and jelly. This video was so much fun to make. I'm so glad I did it. It was such a random thought that I had, but I'm like, you know what? Why not? Life is too short and people need to know different ways to make PB&J. So, thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel because we've got new videos coming out every single Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend. See you next week.